Pronunciation though, Sampo Hietanen. That was close enough? From Maas Global.
Yes.
Wait for your
okay,
3 minutes to start. I will be a bit more aggressive when it gets to 0. Can we get to 3 minutes? There you go.
Yes. Great to be here. Now, with all of this innovation that I actually have to love all of these, wouldn't it be about time that we now ask the big question? And the big question in mobility is, would there be something that would be as big as car ownership? And I think with all of these innovations we can. Now, what if I were able to put not just public transport, but all the taxis, all the cars, all the car shares, all the ride shares, even home deliveries into one app and sell it to you just like you buy your mobile subscription. This is where we succeeded actually in Europe in creating an environment where this was possible. Now, would that be bigger than owning your car? And even more so, this issue will not be solved in a system, not on a map, not like that. It will be solved right here. We have to deliver something that is bigger of a dream than actually owning a car. We can actually do that. The car has a span about 4 hours, 5 hours, depending on, with blah blah, you might want to do a bit more. But what if we were able to give you an open world, open Europe, where everything, you can hop on easily to any bus, any train, any taxi, any bike, and so on and so on. And actually we can. We can do that by 2020. It is quite doable for the whole global offering for just one subscription. So why is this important? Because in any digital revolution, you should have a look at the big numbers. You should look at where the money is. What we should have over there is numbers, but luckily I seem to remember them by heart. We spend about 500 euros every month for our car ownership. 85% of this, roughly about 10 trillion market, is spent on a car that is used about 4% of the time. Now, this mobility as a service, where we come from, the world's first mobility as a service operator, is said to be worth 1 trillion itself by 2030. Now, how do we do that? The first dream, or the first magic we do, is give you a pay-as-you-go. Every app that you ever dreamed of, every mode in one app, and you're not paying extra. How do we make money is to make it like Netflix, make it like this subscription. All you can eat buffet, and if we put you walking, biking, or using public transport, we're making money because those are cheap kilometers. And we've done this actually. And the numbers are actually quite impressive. In Helsinki, within 2 months of sales, we've been able to gather 30,000 out of 500,000 people, which is quite good. I believe that Europe can lead the way. This digital revolution we can actually make because we have the best systems. We're good at this global roaming. We're good at having those things that none of the others have. But what I'm asking from you here is we need partnering. We cannot do this alone. We cannot go to Paris without RATP. I cannot go and just say, okay, I'll do something else. Thank you.
Sorry, they're shouting in my ear when it goes to 3 minutes. Members of the jury, anyone wants to jump in? How much money did you raise so far was the question?
That we've had from our partners here is 15 million, because this is, look, it's 10 times as big as telecom, so you can imagine the investments are big. We're going to be bigger than any one of these by 5 to 10 years. It's doable. It is. You can't claim that it wouldn't be. So we're going to be needing quite a lot, but we're good on that. Now what we need to do is buy. We want to buy all the trains and buses and all the taxis and all of those in Europe to really show that this can work. Airplanes, that's a good question. Many people want that for the open world. It'll come.
Spontaneous question.
Tickets for our clients. We need to buy them in order to make a subscription that we can buy as a monthly fee.
Okay, I see the audience is curious after all to know more. And by the way, you're also tweeting a lot. I hear that our hashtag is trending already, so I cannot see the Twitter wall that you do, but apparently you're making lots of noise. And on that note, should we go to voting? What did you think? You can go take back your seat. Thank you very much. Let's give it another few seconds before you reveal. Oh, wow. That is impressive, I think. Is it our record for tonight? I think it might be a record for tonight with an average of about 8. Going a bit lower. Are we closing the vote? We're closing the vote.